Mon copain, c'est Tatane. C'est dans la rue qu'il est né.
Yeah.
Car sur une peau de banane,
Alright. So
sa
I was just having
maman
a
avait
chat
glissé.
with my good friend Kota over here.
Dès que chacun fut
We're actually
au
just
courant de l'événement,
brewing up some of our magical rose elixirs. These are just fresh out of the of our little creation. Aren't they lovely? And these are full of healthy stuff, sparkling. It's kind of like a magical sparkling rose champagne that's very healthy. Anyway, so we were just having an espresso. I like an espresso once in a while. And Kota was asking me a bunch of questions, and I thought we should get it on camera. So what we're talking about today is how do we perceive ourselves, you know, and what happens to us, and how conditioned are we? Like, what is really you? Who are you really versus what is your social programming? And what we were talking about is that we underestimate how conditioned we are. You know, like back in the day, we were just listening to some Elvis, and you know, back in the day, Elvis was like this crazy, amazing thing. Like Elvis, oh my God, and everyone was like, it's just so amazing, it's so out there, and it's so like fresh and funky, and like it was banned on the radio, and people didn't like rock and roll, and the whole thing was like. The establishment was against Elvis because it was too radical. Nowadays you've got like hardcore trance music and like techno and like hardcore hip hop and heavy metal music and stuff that's really banging music that makes Elvis seem like, you know, like a la-di-da-di little walk in the park. But back in the day it was this massive social expression. So we have to ask ourselves, how conditioned are we? How programmed are we? How much are we being ourselves? Versus how much are we just affected by everything around us? And one of the things that I was thinking about is that we have this thing I consider nowadays, everyone is under the influence of opium, which is other people's influence undermining me. Other people's influence undermining me, right? So there's television, there's radio, there's the internet, there's Facebook, there's peer pressure around you, there's the conditioning that you have you don't realize, and it's all just like totally affecting us all the time. And when we're expressing ourselves, are we actually expressing ourselves, or are we just, you know, living out someone else's dreams, and it's got so deep inside of us that we don't realize that it's not me, you know? We even think that these conditioning that we've picked up from other people and from television and from movies is me expressing myself, whereas actually it isn't. It's just conditioning. And come over here. We were just saying, like, when people have outer body experiences, like look at this coffee grinder, okay, or look at this cup, or this funny espresso machine, or whatever, right? When people have outer body experiences, what they experience is that they are freed from the limitations of their character, right? And they look down from above, feeling that I am still a being that I am, look down, and they see their body like an inanimate object, like this. They feel that, you know, their body, who they think is me and they're giving all this attention to, is just this thing, right? And they realize, hang on, I'm completely different from this. Like, it's totally separate from me, and they're completely liberated and they feel they're in the peace. I've had these experiences, I know lots of people who have, and there's thousands of stories. Just go online and look at outer body experiences or near-death experiences, and you'll see and read about these amazing things that really make it obvious that we're not our body. Now, if you look at the whole world and personal development industry, it's kind of like everyone thinks, I'm this coffee cup, you know, and ooh, you know, does it look better if I have this one? Ooh, you know, do you prefer this one, or do you prefer this thing in there? Or what about if I add a bit of this? Is this too much blue and not enough red? Or shall I like try adding, you know, maybe it should be like that, or should it be like, you know, it's like the amount of nonsense, the cosmetic industry, the fashion industry, and it's all about this inanimate object that isn't who we are. And when we're trying to express ourselves, it's not even expressing ourselves anyway, right? So this is like a very serious problem, right? So if you want to actually understand who you really are, and you want to express who you really are, express who you are, understand who you are, live your life on purpose, we really, first of all, need to accept how deep the conditioning and programming is, and not sort of underestimate the power of it, because from age 0 most people, they may wake up when they're, like 40 and realize something's wrong, when they have a midlife crisis. But even if we woke up when we were 7, we'd still have to deal with those 7 years of programming. So I want you to understand that the level of conditioning, programming, and interference, the amount of opium, other people's influence, undermining me, undermining who you are, is extremely powerful. And that's why we need to experience being outside of this body and role, and what I do and what I don't do, and what I like and what I don't like, and experience ourselves outside of it, completely free, in that beautiful state of pure peace and bliss that doesn't have any attachments or any roles or any stuff or any responsibilities, and is free. Then we can get an idea of who we are, what's really going on for us, what's important for us, what's going to bring us joy, what's meaningful for us. That is where the magic starts to happen. So I just wanted to do this quick video because I was sharing this, but essentially what I'm saying is, just don't underestimate how much is going on, that other people's affecting other people and other things are affecting you, and realize that if you want to get sane and create the life you want, you have to start looking at your body and the role you play as this thing over here that you're engaged in, and seeing yourself as completely different, and that's why I've created lots of products and meditations and courses and a huge amount of free stuff for you to do that. But just start questioning everything. Start questioning, is this really coming from me, or is this someone else's opinion? Is this really my dharma, or am I just like going along with this? Are my really strong beliefs actually my own, or is it just because I was brainwashed with that between 0 to 7, and that's what I just think is the world, Start questioning it. Stop worrying about your body, and is it right, and is it this, and is this, and does everyone love you, and do you look attractive? Just give it up. Look after your health, but realize you're not your body, you're not your role. You're something completely different, and from that space you're going to have much more sanity, much more sense, much more joy, much more meaning. So just wanted to share that with you while I was in the kitchen having my espresso. And welcome to my house. Come and have a look outside. Let's just show you a little round. We love to I just love my life here because I'm in Hawaii, and I can it might be a bit dark, but on my face here, you probably won't be able to see me. But anyway, I just love being able to sit down here on my chair and read my books and think about this stuff and help other people make their lives better, So I really hope you give up your obligations, take responsibility for your life, don't do things that don't feel right for you, live from your heart, really show up for yourself, think about things, think about it properly, learn how to think, and anything is possible, then you can have exactly the life that you want, exactly the way you want to live it, exactly how you want to live it, and it's going to be very fun, enjoyable, meaningful, magical, and rewarding. And you're going to do massive service, and you're going to go to sleep at night feeling stoked, and when you leave your body finally, you'll look back and say, I lived my life on purpose, I did what I needed to do, I expressed myself, I broke out of the madness, I was who I truly am, and who I am now as I leave my body is the same as I was when I was in my body, and I am one and the same when I'm living an integrous life. That's what I want you to have in your life. Many, many blessings from Hawaii. This is Michael McIntosh. Aloha.